Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to our next episode of SWE Octane, and the final episode of Octane before we hit our Shabby Mania finale this weekend. It's going to be a big weekend, boys. Strap yourselves in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Octane. So I've been working backstage for quite a lot of this universe mode, trying to build towards the best Shabby Mania card we possibly can. Now, we know a lot of the things that are happening there already. We've got some massive matches, including our Octane Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor. But there's still a couple of championships that are quite open. The first one being the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Now, for this one, I am looking to do a invitational ladder match. So Prince Puma will put his championship high above the ring, and the first man to climb the ladder and retrieve the belt will be the champion. We also have some questions in the air about the Women's Championship situation. Now, we all saw a few weeks ago Asuka joined Bullet Club and defeated Jazzy Gabert, the Women's Champion, one-on-one. But that's not enough for me. I want to make this bigger. I want to make this better. And since now all four of the clubs have a female in their group, I would like to propose a fatal four-way elimination match between the four women. That's Bayley representing the Elite, Jazzy Gabert representing the club, Asuka representing Bullet Club, and of course Becky Lynch representing Balor Club. So those are my two big matches for Shabby Mania. That leaves us one spare space on the card, which will be announced on the day. But there's also one more announcement, and that is tonight's main event. We are going to see Neville representing Balor Club going one-on-one against the Elite's own Kenny Omega. So after that news from William Regal about our Women's Championship match at Shabby Mania on this weekend, we're going to see two of the members in the match facing off here as Becky Lynch takes on Asuka. This should be a big one, this one. Asuka, of course, has already defeated the Women's Champion alpha female Jazzy Gabert. And if Asuka was to pick up a win here against Becky Lynch as well, that would definitely fill her full of some crazy momentum moving forward into Shabby Mania. I'm looking forward to this match. It should be a really good one. Good back and forth. I think Becky Lynch is probably someone who's not really been given the appreciation she deserves. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe she has. I just feel like everyone's gone mad on... Well, Sasha was at the very beginning. She was one everyone went mad for, but she seems to have died off a little bit now. Bayley has never really made it on the main roster, but Alexa Bliss has obviously had a fantastic run. Charlotte seems to be one of the main ones. And Nia Jax is getting a run now as well. Becky Lynch was the first... Was she the first? Was Becky Lynch the first SmackDown Live Women's Champion? I can't remember now. I can't remember. I feel like she was. I feel like she was. And obviously Asuka now is there as well. So Becky has always been a little bit overlooked. Now I'm hoping that... I would love to see Becky Lynch have a good Money in the Bank. I really, really would. But I feel like Money in the Bank winner is probably going to be from Raw. Probably going to be a heel. And probably going to be a good way for WWE to get the belt away from Ronda Rousey. She's going to be so powerful, Ronda Rousey. They're going to need cheeky ways to get the belt away from her. So that would be possibly one way of doing that, by having a heel cash in the Money in the Bank, possibly. So someone on the lines of maybe Alexa Bliss or Mickie James or even Natalya is a possibility. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Of course, Natalya, because I think Natalya is a good shout because she is, of course, Ronda's friend on screen at the moment. So if Natalya was to get the Money in the Bank and then tease a heel turn, eventually go and take the belt away from Ronda, I think that'd be really good, actually. I'm a bit surprised they pushed the Ronda Rousey Championship run so I'm not saying she's definitely going to win the belt. It just makes sense that I just can't see how Nia's going to beat her, to be honest. They really overdid it. Unless they show her a bit more vulnerable in this match. I think that's what they need to do. Money in the Bank, they can't make her dominant because they need to show that she is beatable. Otherwise, it's just be stupid. And you got to get a lot of respect from Asuka. I've realised recently that, in my opinion, I think Asuka and Charlotte's match at WrestleMania this year, I think definitely stole the show. I think it was the best match on the entire card, to be honest. I'm quite happy to say that. Well, for me, it's between Asuka and Charlotte, and the IC Championship match was pretty good. Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle vs Triple H, Stephanie was quite good. Apart from that, I don't think there was a lot of amazing stuff going on. Mania was weird, wasn't it? It was really, really weird. It just sort of... So it started off well and just sort of disintegrated as time went on. I don't know. I don't really know. Either way. So Asuka's in control at this point in time. Becky sent Asuka off the ropes now. Into a nice Bexplex. Asuka straight back in the ring though, but Becky catching out. There's a boot in the gut. A massive win here would be just that, a massive win, especially going into Shabby Mania this weekend for that Women's Championship. Of course, we're going to do what we do every time with Shabby Mania. We're going to split it across 2 days. So we're going to have the first half on Saturday. So there'll be 5 matches on Saturday. And then the final 5 matches on Sunday leading to the close. And then next week, we'll be, hopefully next weekend, depending on me moving house and that sort of stuff, we will be beginning our World Cup of Wrestling. There's the pin by Becky, only for a 1 count though on Asuka. Big elbows to the head there by Becky on Asuka. Now Becky back up on her feet and now taking a lot of control. So Asuka was dominant to start things off with. But as time has gone on, Becky has taken more and more control in this match. I can't stop yawning now. I don't know why. I have left this video quite late to record, actually, I must admit. I was supposed to record it a lot earlier than this. But I ended up sitting on the sofa and doing bugger all for about 4 hours for no reason. And nice there. Asuka dropping Becky Lynch neck first across that top rope. Oh, nice spinning heel kick right in the gut. Into the running hip attack. Asuka now stalking Becky. Gets behind and locks in the Asuka lock. Is that going to be enough? Is Becky going to tap? Live to fight another day. Shabby Mania coming up at the weekend. You don't want to lose the momentum, but at the same time, you do not want to walk into that match with an injury. And Becky is able to escape. Wow. Very interesting. Nice drop kick to the back there by Becky, who now brings Asuka back up to her feet. Nice clothesline followed by second. Nice single leg drop kick. Becky bringing Asuka back up. Now Becky Bexplex the 3rd time in the match. Now Becky can lock in a disarm here. It would be very much the same as we were saying with the... you don't want to suffer an injury, but at the same time, you don't want to lose that momentum. So it's a very back and forth, isn't it? Becky, a nice German suplex on Asuka. What a match this has been so far. Becky now bringing Asuka back up to his feet. Nice right hand now getting round the back way. A nice electric chair drop. 1, 2, only a 2, and the controller's died. Nice. Well done. I'm coming. Nope. There we go. Right, excuse that quick glitch. We had a controller die. I need to write it down in my editing so I remember. Nice right hand there by Asuka. Spinning heel kick once again. What a match this has turned out to be. These two girls not wanting to lose this one. Asuka now with the head scissors. Becky able to break free. Becky just draping Asuka across that middle rope, then jumping right onto the back of her neck. So an interesting one. This is tonight's show due to a administrative error on my part. We already have 4 matches in this show. All singles matches as well. We do have 2 promos though, so that's not too bad. We've only got 1 promo, sorry. Which we've already had, of course, yeah. I'm getting a bit lost now. But of course we know our main event this evening then will be Hideo Itami versus Kenny Omega. No, it won't be. Sorry, it's Neville versus Kenny Omega. How did I get that one wrong? Yeah, Neville versus Hideo... Neville versus Kenny Omega. Wow. I got so much stuff wrong there. Neville versus Omega. I'm struggling to read my own writing now. That's the problem. I've got too many things written down. That's what it is. And the match is finished while I was looking at my paperwork to see what matches were going on. That's not very good, is it? That's not very good at all. It was a great match, though. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Both ladies really desperate to pull off the victory. And it was Becky Lynch eventually. So, Asuka defeated the women's champion, Jazzy Gabert. And now Becky has defeated Asuka. So, really, both those women showing incredible momentum moving forward. And of course we will have Bayley in there as well, who won her first match as part of the Elite last week. It's going to be good. So Tommaso Ciampa here has demanded a match. He wants to keep himself fresh and ready to go for Shabby Mania. Of course he will be facing off against Apollo Crews in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. And he wants to make sure he's completely ready for that. So he asked for this match here this evening. We got him Kurt Hawkins, who's the only man available. Is Kurt Hawkins going to be much of a competition for Tommaso Ciampa? We're soon going to find out, I suppose, but we are soon going to find out. But Tommaso Ciampa versus Apollo Crews, best 2 out of 3 falls. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be really good. Those two guys have had some cracking matches so far in this universe mode. And it's only just going to get better and better and better by the looks of it. And this big one at Shabby Mania. It's going to be a really good match, that one. Well, we got the matches sorted out then. So we got that, and that. One, of course, don't forget, we've got that 6-man... Is it 6-man? Yeah, 6-man invitational ladder match at Shabby Mania. Of course, Prince Puma defending his Junior Heavyweight Championship in that match against 6 other people. We don't know who they're going to be. Well, 5 other people. We don't know who they're going to be. Of course, they're going to turn up on the day. And what else do we know? What else do we know? We know we got the Young Bucks versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Tag Team Championship. So that's the Elite versus Balor Club. We now know we've got the Fatal 4-Way. Well done to William Regal for that one then. Becky Lynch representing Balor Club. Bayley representing the Elite. Jazzy Gabert representing the Club. And Asuka representing Bullet Club. And then we've got Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes, of course, for the Octane Championship. Marty Scurll versus Adam Cole for the European Championship. Aleister Black versus Tetsuya Naito in a last man standing match. Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles. We're also going to have a table elimination match between Gallows Anderson and Adam Page versus Tama Tonga Tangaroa and Bad Luck Fale. 6-man tornado table elimination, that one. And I think that's more or less all the matches, bar one, which we are yet to announce. And I don't think we are going to announce until Shabby Mania due to certain things that might happen in the meantime. You know, bits and bobs. The bell goes. We are underway. Tommaso Ciampa versus Curt Hawkins. Ciampa straightway dropping Hawkins face first into the mat. Back up on his feet now. And Hawkins catches him with that jawbreaker. The jawbreaker, a drop kick. Hawkins now dropping a knee into the spine of Tommaso Ciampa. Stiff right, or stiff knee, should I say, by Ciampa. And that's the sort of thing that can completely turn the match around. Ciampa now wrenching back at the arm. Oh, oh, and then dropping it in the arm breaker. Ciampa dropping a boot into the arm of Curt Hawkins. Now Ciampa heading up to the top rope. Hawkins trying to roll away, but rolled right into range of Ciampa, dropping an elbow. And Ciampa continues his control. Seemed like such a good idea to make these matches in red when I printed them off. And then I realised that when I highlight them in pink, their names get to disappear. Oh, nice submission there by Ciampa, just folding Hawkins up. And Ciampa might be looking at different options maybe for Shabby Mania. Maybe that submission could be a way of getting one of those two falls he's going to need to defeat Apollo Crews. Curt Hawkins. Oh, wow. That was brutal. Ciampa got dropped neck first across that top rope. That was really brutal. And now Hawkins taking that top turnbuckle pad off. Referee completely oblivious, didn't even notice. Nice boot in the back there by Curt Hawkins, and all of a sudden he's in control. After that alley-oop, just dropping him neck first in that top turnbuckle. That's been brutal, that was. But Ciampa taking control once again. Ciampa sending Hawkins into the barricade, now dropping him, ribs first onto the top of the barricade, then a big boot in the side of the head. Hawkins just crashing to the ground. Ciampa brings him back in, and I think Ciampa's lost the interest to win the match now. He just wants to cause damage, and there he is, jumping over the top into that armbar submission. This could be the end of Hawkins. It should be the end of Hawkins. But it's not at this point in time. It is. There we go. Hawkins does tap out. He lasted a bit longer than what I thought he was going to, though, to be honest. And, wow. Good win there for Tommaso Ciampa, building himself up, getting that momentum ready for Saturday at Shabby Mania in that best 2 out of 3 falls match against Apollo Crews. And there it was, that armbar submission, which was enough to make Curt Hawkins tap. You tapped out. You tapped out. You tapped out. Ciampa looks far too happy for a win over Curt Hawkins, doesn't he, really? Curt Hawkins has been actually one of the most used men in this universe mode, you know. I respect Curt Hawkins for his role in WWE. I really do, and we're using him for the same sort of role here in SWE. And here is our next match, and it is going to be from the Junior Heavyweight division. First of all, of course, your Junior Heavyweight champion there, Prince Puma, who for some reason the game has vacated the championship again. I don't know why it does that. It's always fucking about like that. It's stupid. It really is stupid what it does. Yeah, it just seems to piss about, and every time you come out of the universe mode, it just takes the championship. If it's a championship that's on the show, it's fine. But for some reason, this championship just doesn't seem to want to work properly. I don't know why, but it just seems to mess around. I don't know if it's just this championship, maybe, whether it's all championships that are not actually officially on the game. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's officially on the game, don't get me wrong, but it's all championships that are not, like, officially part of the universe, so ones that you're managing yourself. I wish when they bring out next year's game, they change that. The whole The whole so many 4 championships fixed to a show, I just don't like. Let me do what I want to do. Let me put 10 championships on a show if I want to. That's my decision, not yours. I'm not getting aggravated about this, like, but it's got to be easy enough to do, surely. Or at least 5 or 6 championships, just allow us to do it. For example, try to think now. You haven't. I was gonna say you can't do. So before the draft, before the original draft last year, when we had the United States Championship and the IC Championship on the same brand, you couldn't do it on the game, which was really, really weird. It was really annoying. It's like, why is it in real life that you can't do it on the game? It makes no bloody sense. Anyway, I've been talking completely randomly and I've missed what I was supposed to be saying. This match here, showcase of the junior heavyweights. We've got Prince Puma, of course, the junior heavyweight champion, who is confirmed for that invitational ladder match because it's his championship that's being defended. And the next confirmed person is a man you're looking straight at right now, Mr. Will Ospreay. Now, I am thinking of doing another King of the Cruiserweights tournament pretty soon, and Will Ospreay would definitely be one of the favourites for that tournament. How did that just happen? So my phone's just vibrating, but there's nothing there. How is there nothing there? I don't understand. I don't understand life in general. I really don't. There we go. This could be an amazing match then. So 2 of the best high flyers in the world. Of course, we've seen Ricochet take on Will Ospreay a few times. Never seen Prince Puma. Obviously, completely different people. You know, it's not the same person at all. The fact that Prince Puma left Lucha Underground just as WWE signed Ricochet means nothing, honestly. Ospreay with the boot in the gut of Ricochet, then into that sunset flip bomb. Ospreay now bringing Prince Puma back up to his feet. Remember, we've still got one more match here for you to see. Wow, what a drop kick that was. Probably a drop kick backflip. Remember, we've still got one more big match for you here this evening as we got our main event, Neville taking on Kenny Omega. That's going to be a cracker, that is. Looking forward to that one. Ospreay now willing Prince Puma back up to his feet. Ospreay went for a Hurricanrana, but Puma caught him. And now Puma dropping him face first into the mat. Puma front chancery on Ospreay. Takes him down and drops his leg straight across the arm. Puma went for the right hand, but Ospreay fighting back for a right hand of his own. Now taking Puma up on his shoulders. Oh, into a nice gut buster. Clever maneuver here by Ospreay, just taking the leg of Puma down, knowing that obviously the leg is the biggest problem that he's going to have. Likes to go high flying, and by taking away his legs, it's going to really limit his attack. Nice elbow in the back of the head there by Ospreay, straight over the top. Sending Puma, and then nice drop kick, sending Puma crashing to the outside. Is Ospreay going to dive? I feel like Ricochet's time in WWE might persuade Ospreay either way what he wants to do. Because I know a lot of people don't really want to join WWE because they're a little bit afraid of what might happen or what sort of level they're going to be used at. But some people have taken a gamble. Some people it's worked pretty well for, and others it just hasn't. I mean, you look at some people, like Kurt Hawkins, for example, on the indie scene. Brian Myers was a mid-card, upper mid-card, even main event in some promotions. In WWE, he's a man who's lost well over 200 matches in a row. But then again, if he's happy doing that, and he's happy with the role he's got, then Gonna moan, are you really? He's doing what he wants to do. Ricochet, nice clubbing blow to the back of Ospreay. Oh, spin reverse heel kick, right hand to the head, and that even hurt Ricochet's hand, not just Ospreay's face, I think. Ospreay booting Ricochet in the gut. Nice jumping off the top rope into that DDT. Nice. Ospreay willing Ricochet back up. Ricochet turns straight into that flipping DDT. There's the pin by Will Ospreay. 1, 2, only a 2 count. And how much would Ospreay love to get a pinfall victory over the junior heavyweight champion here before that big match at Shabby Mania. Ospreay now hooking the legs. Oh, dropping him down like a brainbuster, and it's not enough. Not enough to keep Prince Puma down. Ricochet. Will Ospreay could not believe it. Ospreay slides at the back now into a reverse. Well, a reverse Bloody Sunday in the end. Nice sunset flip bomb there by Ospreay, holding the leg once more. 2. Referee giving Prince Puma a high five there every single time. Ospreay sending Ricochet that up, sending Prince Puma into the corner. It's not Ricochet, this is a completely different person, honestly. Completely different. Ospreay now standing Spanish fly from the top. Running double axe handle. Bit of a bizarre move to go for, but you know. Oh, nice takedown there by Puma. Puma standing, shooting star press. Puma dragging Ospreay away from the ropes. See, even with just 4 matches in the show, it's still going to end up being about as long as the other ones, I think. This is only match number 3. We've still got a main event here to come this evening. And we're already at nearly 40 minutes. Nice springboard 450. Puma now taking Ospreay up on his shoulders. Into that Pele kick. There's the pin. That could be enough. 1, 2, and 3. And it is a win for your junior heavyweight champion, Prince Puma. Looking good going into that match at Shabby Mania. But will he be able to retain his junior heavyweight championship? That's the big question. It was a victory this evening, but it was a pretty close and even match. And I think Prince Puma is going to respect that. And Ospreay does shake the hands. A lot of mutual respect between these two guys. But again, it will be complete warfare come Saturday. And here we go, the main event of the evening time. But I do understand there has been a slight addendum. We're still going to get good old King Neville. He is still going to be in our main event here this evening. However, we're receiving word backstage that Kenny Omega says that he did not want to put himself at risk here this evening. He's got a big match coming up at Shabby Mania against AJ Styles. He did not want to risk himself picking up an injury or anything like that. So he has decided to replace himself in this match with his newest member of the Elite. So this is going to be really bloody interesting. And still adding new members to these stables with 1 episode left is pretty crazy in my opinion. But, you know, run out of time I suppose. But there you go. So Neville at this point in time, he's got no idea who he's facing here this evening. That's going to be a bit of a tricky situation for him as well. But Neville is the sort of fantastic wrestler that knows that no matter what it is, he'll be able to bat it out of the park. He is always prepared for any eventuality. But who is it going to be? Who has Kenny Omega put in his place for this main event match against Neville? Oh, this fucking game. This fucking game is so fucking broken. Okay. It's not Kenny Omega. Why is he gone all blurry and everything as well? Essentially, it's the same bug again where it's not loaded the other person. Every time we try and do one of these bloody surprises, it never bloody works. Ah! Right, the newest member of the Elite is none other than Mr. Kota Ibushi. And that is who's facing Neville here today. Oh, this bloody game, I tell you. The sooner we get rid of this bloody game, the better, I think. It does my head in, it really does. A handshake there between the two, and that's interesting. Again, a lot of mutual respect being shown between these two. But this is going to be an interesting one. Omega here at ringside to cheer on his newest member. And of course, Ibushi and Omega, good friends from the past. And a bit more in the present recent as well. I'm not quite sure how the whole Bullet Club situation's going at the moment. Has Marty Scurll left as well? I don't actually know, to be honest with you. I don't think he has. I might be completely wrong, though. But I don't know if Kenny Omega's officially left yet either. I don't quite know what's going on, to be honest. But, of course, there was a bit of argy-bargy going on there. It's annoying because I had all this entire universe mode written from start to finish before any of this stuff started happening in New Japan. It's like, it looks like I've copied it now, whereas no, honestly, I've had all this planned out since... I've wanted to do this sort of storyline since, well, a good year or two now. I just never got around to doing it. And now we've finally got a chance to do it, and bloody New Japan are doing similar at the same sort of time, but it's pretty cool anyway. And again, talking of the King of the Cruiserweights tournament coming up at some point, I feel like both these guys will be involved, as would Hideo Itami. I'm thinking even Finn Balor might get a shot, you know. A shot? A shot. I don't know whether to go for more... I don't know, do I go for style? I don't know, because it could get really dodged then, couldn't it? I'm thinking maybe we do put in a weight limit. Like WWE have, and then we stick to that weight limit maybe. So like Finn Balor, for example, because Finn Balor's not big, is he? How big is Finn Balor? Finn Balor. How heavy is Finn Balor? Because it used to be 215 pounds was what it was back in the olden days. Wow. Okay. Finn Balor is billed at 171 pounds. So Finn Balor quite easily qualifies for 205 Live. Easily. So maybe Finn Balor could be part of our Cruiserweight tournament. Only because I want to have the best possible people in there. And Finn Balor would be one of those people. Neville bringing Ibushi back up to his feet. Ibushi sent face first into the turnbuckle. Neville now in control of this match at this point in time. Nice right hand right in the face. Now Neville joins Ibushi up top for a superplex. Lovely. And now Kenny Omega distracting the referee, and so far it's been pretty tricky for the referee so far in this one. And well, there we go, the rings of Saturn locked in here by Neville quite early on in the match, but this could be enough, you know. Ibushi's stuck middle of the ring. He's got nowhere to go at this point in time. Does he tap or can he fight through it? He does fight through. Of course, it's a tricky one for Neville to hold that as well. The damage really is difficult to hold. Got to put a lot of pressure on your own arms. Ibushi's slowly getting back up to his feet. Neville now went for the stiff drop kick, but Ibushi saw it coming and slapped him away. Nice standing shooting star by Ibushi, who's having a good old time currently in New Japan. Been put back in the upper mid card, having some cracking matches. Ibushi now taking Neville up. Oh, hook in the head. No, he's not going to do this, is he? Surely. This is far too dangerous. Oh my god, he hit it. 1, 2. Oh. That's such a dangerous maneuver. I don't know whoever came up with that maneuver, but so dangerous. That Lionsault from the top rope. Wow. And another Lionsault again by Ibushi. Ibushi now taking Neville up and drives him down. And it is Ibushi in control of the match at this point in time. Ibushi just staring down at Neville, bringing him back up to his feet, but Neville catching him with the jawbreaker. Into the crucifix, but referee's very, very slow down, and it's only enough for a 2. Neville will be disappointed there. I think he'll think that he should have got more out of that. Neville stalking the grounded Ibushi into a Shining Wizard. But Ibushi reversed it, sending Neville over the top, and then tried to spear him off, but Neville catching him with a boot in the face into a springboard dropkick. Good match this one, actually. Good back and forth. Neville taking Ibushi into the corner. Hoists him up onto the top rope. Stiff right hand now, Neville. Takes Ibushi up into a superplex. Once again for the second time in the match, that one. Neville now heading up top. Oh, the red arrow. Not seen that in a very long time on this game. 2. And no. Wow. How on Satan's anus has Ibushi been able to kick out of that? That is insane. How on earth has he kicked out of that? Springboard Lionsault. Neville really in control of this one. Slamming the arm of Ibushi into the mat once again. Running double axe handle, and Ibushi looking so strong at the moment. It's a shame the Universe Mode has to end the way it does with what we've currently got at this point in time. But of course, what we'll do when we come to eventually record Season 2 of Octane, we will start off with the same themed roster, the same basis, the same champions and that sort of stuff. So things shouldn't change too much. We'll be able to lead off a little bit from this one, just with a little bit more up-to-date stuff going on. Whether that'll be on 2K18 or whether that'll be when we get around to 2K19, maybe. Not too sure on that one yet. That's powerbomb there by Ibushi, reversing the dropkick. Standing corkscrew moonsault into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count, but both these guys so close to getting the victory. Ibushi stalking Neville. Boot in the gut. Looks like he's going to take him up for the Ibushi bomb. You saw Balor and Itami both saw it coming. There's the Ibushi bomb. Keeps to the pin. 1, 2, and what? What on earth? What? I can't even describe what I've just seen. The scenes here are incredible. Phoenix splash in the middle rope by Ibushi. How are both these guys kicked out of these maneuvers? Neville hooks in the pin once again. 1, 2. Again, only a 2 count. One of these two guys is going to have to give up at some point, surely. And this could be it, as Neville locks in the Rings of Saturn for the second time in the match. Surely Ibushi has to tap, and he does. And Neville picks up the victory here. Now, I can announce that, of course, we know already Prince Puma and Will Ospreay will be in that Junior Heavyweight Championship Invitational ladder match. We also understand that Neville has also thrown his name into the mix, so that is going to be absolutely fantastic. Neville, Ospreay and Puma as the first 3 members is already looking pretty strong, and we have 3 more men ready to put their hat in the ring, and maybe even, you know what, I might extend it to an 8-man, you know. I might just extend it. I'm going to extend it to an 8-man. Why the hell not? It's an 8-man ladder match now. That is going to be even more crazy now, isn't it? Now I've got to try and find 2 more people to be in it. I found 2 more people already. There we go. There we go. But that's the end of tonight's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. Get ready for Sunday. It will be Shabby Mania. It will be the finale of this universe mode. What we've been building towards for the last 3 in-game months. Don't miss out. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for Shabby Mania.